Welcome to the intermission show here on Media One. After 20 minutes, we're tied at 1 apiece. I'm Jeff Albanese, and I'm joined by assistant coach of the Plymouth Whalers, Steve Stott. Coach, first of all, first 20 minutes, lots of emotion out there. The building's electric. Your thoughts on the first period?
Well, it's probably a lot easier to play than it is to coach tonight, Jeff. Two teams that are battling extremely hard. You'd never know this is Game 7 the way the legs are tonight. Guys are going real hard, and it's going to go down right to the wire, I would suspect, right now. Goaltenders look like they're playing well, so it's going to be a good hockey game for everybody.
Well, you know, number 4, Jared Newman, he's not always known for being on the score sheet, and he's not big on the statistics, but he is big out there on the blue line, and a physical presence is a must for them to continue their success. Check out number 4, this Whaler defenseman, in this edition of Player Profile. This hometown boy, Jared Newman, learned to skate before he could even tie his shoes, and now it's paying off big for this second-year Whaler.
Playing in the games, you know, it's a lot of fun, competition, you know, the big games are, you know, it's what you play for, is the big games, so, you know, that's why I play hockey.
Well, that's going to just about do it for the first intermission show. We've got replays of first period action, then on to more Whalers hockey in the second period. Right now, we're going to send it back upstairs to Eric Keesley and John Bauer. Guys?
Thanks, Jeff. Great job as always. And John, looking back at the highlights of the first period, 2 goals scored, and we talked about one of the keys of the game, special teams.
And execution, and both teams capitalizing on the power play. So Barrie Colts open up the scoring. It's Sheldon Keefe getting the goal at 6:36 of the first period. Jared Newman banks the puck up the left boards. It's kept in at the point, kicked ahead to Jefferson, and in behind everybody is Sheldon Keefe as Sean Fisher pushed up to try and force the play in the middle of the ice. And the Barrie Colts take a 1-0 lead. The helpers going to Christian and to Jefferson as Sheldon Keefe outweights Rob Zepp. At the other end of the rink, the Plymouth Whalers on the power play. Damian Surma, right off the face-off, gets the goal for the Whalers. Williams wins the draw back, and then watch how Stephen Weiss knocks it back to Surma. As Steve Spott mentioned in the intermission, goes to the center of the rink and just blasted Eric Gouldy to the front of the net as the screen, and the Whalers tie the game up at 1 apiece. That's where we stand after 1 period of play. Shots on goal in that opening period. Can't get much more even than this, folks. 1-1, 8-8 were the shots.
And by Pepsi-Cola, the joy of cola. Second period face-off brought to you by Kensington Valley Factory Shops. Over 90 shops off I-96, exit 133 in Howell, and we are underway. Eric Peasley along with John Bauer topside. Jeffrey Albanese downstairs as always. And the Whalers go on the forecheck immediately here in the third. A couple in the corner. Newman throws a shot on Finley. There's no trouble with that. Eyeing it into the glove, and he hangs onto it. Nothing comes loose for Chris Vinarski. Newman has it this time and finds Fitzgerald on the right side. He's in on Hill. Leaves it for Fisher with a shot. The save made, and Finley is wiped out of his crease and ends up in a heap behind the net.
Was pinballing between his legs. There's the shot by Fisher. The puck is loose there. Gouldy goes in, makes contact, and then pile on. It must have been called out there on the ice because 4 players, 2 white jerseys, 2 blue jerseys, end up on top of Brian Finley. No penalties will come out of that little melee.
As referee was right there keeping a wary eye on everything that transpired as a result of that collision.
Are allowed to penetrate the Colts zone too easily there as they are able to power it down low. And then nobody puts the body on Damian Surma. Here's Robinson. He's got him lined up. You got to take him out right there, but not like this. So the Plymouth Whalers looking to make Nick Robinson and the Barrie Colts pay. Here they are 1 for 2 with a man advantage.
Weiss tried to move it back to the point. Fisher had second thoughts, racing for it down the right side. Here comes Barrie with a shot, and the save made. It's loose. And finally covered up by Zepp, and he finally gets the whistle with Keefe all over him, and Jefferson following up the play, short-handed. Wow.
Sheldon Keefe, the leading scorer in the regular season for the Ontario Hockey League, comes in on the right side, gets around Sean Fisher. Fisher doesn't haul him down. He's got an open lane to the net, but Surma comes in and cuts it off, forcing him to shoot from out at the top of the right wing face-off circle.
Whalers trying to clear their zone. As now it's the Colts' turn to try to get some offensive pressure in the Whalers' end. Jarrett tries to come out of the corner with it. Tarasinski held onto his stick. No call. Give it up. Henderson ready for he scores!
The Whalers could not clear it off the board. The puck was locked up there long enough that Prisniak actually had his hand up around his whistle. Here's Robichaud trying to tip it away from Spitke's forecheck, but right on the stick of Henderson, and he puts it underneath Rob Zepp. 2-1 Colts, 12-12 shots on goal right now. Barrie Colts doing a solid job here as the second period goes on to prevent the Whalers from getting a good cycle going in the offensive zone.
Whalers clear it out to center, and back comes Fitzgerald. He crashes his way deep into the corner. The centering pass comes out. Back to Fisher. A shot back the other way. Missed wide. Bernarski threw it right on Finley. It's loose. And Fitzgerald can't get there in time before Finley gets the whistle and a stoppage of play.
And Fisher on a great centering pass by Randy Fitzgerald to Bernarski, and there it is. There's a shot, and there's Fitzgerald going for the net, trying to tip it in.
Verbeek into the zone. There's Kava back down. Zerachitsky with a shot and a big save by Zepp.
There's the puck being cleared up the boards. With Chudashitsky right there. Nate Kaiser in the right position.
Zone, but it's brought back to center ice off the stick of Jarrett. Zerachitsky there to bother him. Now Verbeek with Henderson. Shoots, save, DeVito! Right back to Zepp and still loose behind the net.
Cole Jarrett turns the puck over up the boards under the forecheck. Tim Verbeek coming in on a 2-on-0. Robichaud back. There's the pass across. Great stop by Rob Zepp once on Mike Henderson, and he makes the second save. There's the second shot, second save by Rob Zepp. And then the Whalers go back up the ice and control in the offensive zone. This game up, 6:50 to go in period number 2. 26 points so far in the postseason. That is tops amongst all rookie point getters. And he is the second leading point scorer for the Whalers behind Justin Williams, who has 30 now in the playoffs.
Whalers defenseman, and back comes Williams. Williams at the line on Hill. Leaves it for Kava. Kava steered it right at the net. Finley got a piece of it, but right on the doorstep there, and the net is knocked off its moorings.
And he got his stick on the puck. Justin Williams on the right side. Drop pass to Chris Kava. Kava sends it towards the net. Looks harmless enough, but there's McBride going to the goal trying to get the tip, as Finley was already down on all four. Bobby McBride comes close. The Whalers getting good penetration into the offensive zone.
Whalers look to control this face-off. They do. Comes back to Newman. Throws it right on Finley. It's loose in front. With a second opportunity was Bernarski. Here to the near side again. And Keefe picks up the puck. Keefe in over the line. Robichaud rides him out of the play and takes him into the corner.
Sheldon Keefe in the neutral zone gets around the Whalers, but Andre Robichaud comes back and puts the body on him deep in the left wing corner.
Cleared back, controlled by Kirka. 5 seconds to go in the period. Now to Newman. Garrett Newman sets it up behind his net. They'll be content to let this one go at the buzzer. And it's a wild finish to the second period.
Michael Henderson at 4:40 gave the Colts the lead, and Brian Finley's done the rest. Through 40 minutes to play here in the 7th and deciding game of the OHL Championship Series, the Barrie Colts lead the Whalers 2-1. Stay tuned, the second intermission is coming up next.